Potatoes are a delicacy in many Kenyan diets. They are a good source of carbohydrates. But how do we get them to our tables? In this video, we will focus on how to plant potatoes through surface planting. This method is recommended when practicing conservation agriculture.
Umuhimu wa surface planting ni kwamba kwanza inapunguza gharama ya uzalishaji wa viazi. Hivi kwamba katika ile hali ya kawaida mkulima huwa analima shamba, alafu anapasua mtaro ama anaweka shimo ya kupanda, alafu anapanda, ikishamea anapalilia, alafu anarudisha mchanga. Hiyo ukiangalia ni cost kwa mkulima. So ina increase production cost ya viazi.
Land preparation. To begin with, apply glyphosate if there are actively growing weeds in the farm. Use the tractor ripper with winged points to make rip lines, open up planting stations, and break the hard pan. The winged points are recommended to ensure there is enough soil for covering the potato seed and top-dressing fertilizer when that time comes. The recommended spacing is 75 centimeters between the rip lines. Using the chisel plow is recommended if a potato planting machine will be used. Planting. After land preparation and when planting, apply manure in the rip lines and slightly cover with soil. Apply fertilizer at a recommended rate of 50 grams per meter of the rip line or 200 kilograms per acre, then cover slightly with soil. It is best to follow recommendations from the soil analysis since different soils have different fertility levels. Place the potato seed at a spacing of 30 centimeters. Finally, cover the seeds with sufficient soil from one side of the rip line. Please note, for superior results, use clean or certified seed with an appropriate seed treatment. Top dressing. Top dressing is important in potato planting. Apply the recommended top dressing fertilizer 21 days after germination. Apply 50 grams of top dressing fertilizer per meter. Cover sufficiently with a significant amount of topsoil to form a ridge. This is called earthing up. The ridge should be at least 30 centimeters tall and 30 centimeters wide. Earthing up is recommended during the top dressing stage because of the following advantages. It minimizes fertilizer loss due to surface runoff. It helps as a weed control measure, and because of this, it increases production. Weed control. In weed control, apply the recommended herbicides, for example Sencor, at the recommended rates. Do shallow weeding in cases where herbicide use is not necessary. Avoid disturbing the soil unnecessarily by scraping the top 5 centimeters of soil surface instead of digging to preserve soil moisture and soil structure. Pest control. Scout for pests regularly and apply recommended measures on a timely basis. Harvesting. When the crop is ready for harvesting, cutting of the vegetative parts of the potatoes or dehalming should be done at least 2 weeks before harvesting to promote hardening of the skin for the tubers. To minimize soil disturbance during potato harvesting, the use of recommended harvesting machines is advised, as these also reduce post-harvest losses in terms of injured tubers and remnants or volunteer crops. The tractor ripper can be fitted with fabricated forks to unearth the tubers with minimal soil disturbance. The tractor operator should operate the tractor as slowly as possible. Harvesting should be done when soils are dry. Avoid harvesting when soils are wet. Avoid the use of fork jembes where possible, as these have a higher tendency of causing injury to tubers, rendering them unmarketable. The use of a machine or modified ripper has the following benefits. It minimizes post-harvest losses, saves time, it is cheaper as compared to the use of fork jembes, it minimizes the number of tubers left buried in the soil, reducing volunteer crops for the subsequent season, and it doubles up as a land preparation exercise for the subsequent rotational crops, which cuts down on costs.
Lakini kwa service planting, umeona kwamba shamba hatujalima, tumepanda kwa juu viazi. Service planting inaweka maji. Hivi kwamba sasa ile umeweka hip yako, umerudisha mchanga hivi, hauta disturb tena. So maji yenye ishapata itabaki hapo. Ukilinganisha na ile unakuja kutoa mchanga, unarudisha, unapoteza maji. Kwa ukulima ile wa kawaida wa zamani yenye nilikuwa nafanya, huwa napata ikienda sana 60, gunia 60. Lakini kwa sasa vile nimeanza kutumia upandaji wa service planting, napata 150, 160.